So here's my 2006 Land Rover Discovery 2.7 diesel manual. It's the S model. It's done 160,000 miles, just a shade under. Bought it back in the beginning of the year. As a bit of a stopgap really for doing some towing, because we've got trucks and trailers and what have you. And this one has actually proved to be absolutely superb. It's done about 10,000 miles in the last few months, and has actually proved to be brilliant. And I'd love to put more money into it, but the long and the short of it is, I've gone for a pickup truck, and I had two of these Discoveries, so I've got rid of the one. I'm going to put it on a spares or repair because it will need a couple of jobs doing, which I'll come to in a minute. I've got a little dent there, see a few little marks and scratches here and there, which you'd imagine from its age. Rear tyres are okay. I'd probably say that they need replacing. So I mean, what have you got there? There's probably the wear bar, I think. So it's still got some life left in them, but I put brand new ones on the front. So as you can see, loads of tread. Put new disc and pads on it. Did quite a bit of work on it just before it went to work. I've placed that cover in the hole, but it basically needs a couple of the screws and grommets and things to go in. 7-seater, as you can see, got the 2 seats there. So when I put it through an MOT in March, it required this light replacing, which is only about 70 quid. It also required the diesel tank cradle, which is about £170 replacing, just because it's got some corrosion on it. And the only other thing, I mean, I bought it with a handbrake fault, and to be fair, it actually then worked perfectly for loads of miles, and then just started to give up the ghost about 2,000 miles ago. So you can use it still with putting it into gear, but I don't think you'll get it through an MOT with the handbrake the way it is. Obviously the fog lights, as per normal, aren't the prettiest in the world. They've got all sorts of bits in there, and I think the don't think the inside of that one's working too well. There's no chips on the windscreen or anything. There we go. So yeah, with the handbrake, it's the actuator that's gone. Which is a bit of a weird thing, really. It could be a cheap and easy fix of the actuator with just the cogs, which are about 30 quid, I think, on eBay. But I've been quoted about 6 hours to get them, to get at the actuator. But if you know somebody, or you're only good yourself, you might be able to do it better. Obviously cloth seats, manual box, a little bit of wear obviously on that seat, and this is just a water staining. That was a water bottle that leaked. I'll show you the back seats. I've got loads of service history and bills and receipts and what have you. I'll have to check exactly when the cam belt was changed, but it was it's not due yet. Radio CD, Harman Kardon sound system, heated seats, climate control, aircon doesn't work. I'll start it up. It's saying overdue a service, but I mean, we had the service done about 10,000 miles ago. Now what does happen is as soon as you drive off, it gives you a height warning. Basically, I've taken all the air suspension off, and it's got springs on. Runs absolutely sweet. So you'll notice from the outside that it sits higher at the back. But of course, when we've had the trailers on with cars and what have you, that's sat absolutely perfectly level. The warnings for the height went off, and it wasn't a concern. But if you're going to drive it as it is, it will beep along at you saying 30 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour. So basically it needs the height settings, I think the height sensors on the back reset with the Land Rover computer, just so it can be told that actually it sits a lot higher. So it's got the standard springs on the front, but then I replaced the rears with bigger heavy duty ones, 50mm larger I think. So there we go. If you've got any questions, give me a ring. The decals on the back will come off. So a few jobs to do to get it through an MOT, but there's still a really good, decent Discovery there. So I hope it goes to a good home.